filming, babe?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, here I am in Kansas City with the lovely, gorgeous girls from Finwell Fitness, the Stiletto Gym. I would have to say these girls are probably the most confident I've found teaching them probably this last tour. So I'm going to ask them some questions, just hear what they have to say about the workshops. So girls, well done, well done. I will say when I walked in, I was a little bit like, oh shit, what am I going to give you? Because I'm like, oh, they're really good, right? But then I found it. I had to do some certain things with you and I saw what I could improve on, right? So I just want to ask some questions and just get your get some answers from you. So we'll start off with, what motivated you to come into my workshops? Yeah.
I think that coming here to the Stiletto Gym is an escape, it's an outlet, but you coming here does take it to a whole nother level. It takes the small movements that we do, you make them bigger, you make them sexier, you teach us, I feel more beautiful when I'm doing the moves that you teach us. Not that our instructors are poorly instructing, but it's a difference.
And that comes
style.
No, and it comes from a it comes from a life experience, negatives, positives. I'll be really, really honest. And it's been a journey. But it's like I did get this gift that was able to do that. You're just lucky that you have people like Carla and Leslie that can give you this. I just come in and give you my expertise and my experience from real life.
You also do it in a non-drill sergeant way. You do it in a very sensitive and caring way that makes us want to perform for you, is what I feel.
That's adorable, right? Okay, is there anyone else that wants to go and answer that question that I just asked?
I came to feel sexy. I come to pole classes and I'm strong and I can do a lot of pole tricks, but I never felt really super sexy, and this really brings it out. It was awesome.
Oh, fantastic. I'm so happy. I love it when I can do something. And I will say at the start, I did feel like, what am I going to give them? Because you've got them like this, Leslie. I know you have. Right? So, okay, next question. What is it? Oh, well, you practically told me. Do you think there's a stigma attached to what we're doing?
Yes, absolutely.
What it is, you hit something on the head before, Leslie. Let's go back to that. Please, do you know what I'm talking about? That going there. Okay, so stigma orientated. Reenact or explain what you did before.
Just, by everyone's social situation, by just how day-to-day life, there is that whole stigma about women. We come in here to release. We get people that judge us from the outside who've never been here, who think we're doing things that less classy ladies would do.
Right.
But you figured out how to make a woman take it to her next level without making it dirty, but making it comfortable. Comfortable dirty.
So
it's in every woman. It's in every woman. You found it.
So true. I tell the women every day, girls, I tell them every day, I'm not teaching you anything that you don't know. You all have it. The stigma has dampened it. Whether it's religion, upbringing, bullying from a child. And then before Leslie, when you went, I just feel bad about doing it. No. And you just explained what I wanted you to explain so perfectly, so thank you so much. You've just shared that now with the world, I reckon.
This is the second time that I've met you, Rocky, and the first time I remember you talking about the feline, the cat, this little movement, and I took that away, but again, I got busy, I got back into life, I got into, so I went back to the mommy now, the guilt,
Yep.
the grandma mode, But what's interesting is that when I shared that I was gonna come and see Mr. Burlesque, somebody looked at me and thought, Mr., oh, really? And so I said, oh, it was difficult to explain you.
You
But it
can't.
was, I couldn't explain you because there's a whole movement to you, and you bring that out in all of us in a unique way. And so, yeah, the feline again, the way you did it tonight though was different than the last time. There was a whole different flair because I think we all keep growing, and so thank you for doing that.
Thank you so much for that, baby. It's location. You have to be there, right? You can't explain it, you know, and I sometimes get lost in my passion and I can't explain it either, you know, because I'm just so, you know, whether I'm nervous, depends who's asking me the question, but I can, you know, you just have to be there. You just have to know. So, wow, that was just wonderful, you know, and I could not be asking, do you want to say something, babe? Yvonne?
Well, I heard about you when I first started, which was about a year and a half ago. And I
That's
went,
here.
oh, Rodney's gonna come, Rodney's gonna come. And I've just been patiently waiting for you to come. I'm so glad that you have, because this was fabulous. And I was just so excited to see what else you could bring, because we do this, most of us, every day, a few times a week, you know, so we have our fingers in it. So it's just nice to get someone new to come in and just give us a different perspective and just some other tools to put in the pocket just in case. I have to start making the money that way. I know how to hunt.
I know how to hunt.
Prowl.
Do you want to go, baby?
I was here before with you, and I learned a lot of the whole touching and the touch yourself. It's yours. You can touch it. It was like a strong touch. And I took that back, and I got more things this time. So it's been. If you do it again, I'll be back again. Because I keep learning. As long as it's not the same thing. I was like, do I go see him again? Go do this again? And it's like, well, let's see what it's going to do. And there you go. You just totally. I have other things to use now.
The thing I'll say, you know, I will say, you know, I've got my methods and I've got my formula, and it comes from one way of doing it. You know, I find you have to do my class at least 3 times, maybe 3 times, and then, you know, the bells ring. Oh. So, you know, you're your second, right? I'll just say, when I come back, which will be soon, I'll be living here, I know it. But I'll come back and, you know, I can probably be here more frequently, you know, and we'll work something out. But it's like, yeah, it's not the first time, it's not the second time. It's like it doesn't happen overnight, but it will happen. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And we're talking about a body, and we're talking about something that doesn't seem to be that difficult, but it is that difficult when I say, okay, now we need to bring the psychology into it. Now we've got to bring our beautiful into it. All these things that we've struggled with. And then with the formula and the 3 core postural body parts, it's not that easy. Really, it ain't. So 3 classes. I can imagine I'll have all these little mini-me's next time I come back. By the end of the class, mini-me's. Did you want to say something, babe?
I just want to say I've taken dancing since I was 3 years old and quit when I was probably 17. And in all the years I've taken competitive dancing, I never learned what I learned in your class.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. That you know, and I know that came from your heart. So I appreciate that, and thank you so much for sharing that. So girls, thank you so much. I'll be back, Carla. Yeah, the lovely Carla. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, thank you, Carla. Thank you so much, girls.